Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another weekly refresh of Shop My Stash. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Nisha for those who are tuning in for the very first time. Hey girl, hey. And of course for those who already been here, y'all already know what's up, what it do, my baby boos. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with a freshly weekly Shop My Stash. Let's go ahead and kick this video off because as you can see I have bare skin, so it's time to see what we're going to be using from the stash. So we're going to be starting off with this foundation. This is the foundation that I decided that I want to play and use for the week. This is the Revolution Skin Silk Foundation. This is in the shade F15, and I have another shade in here somewhere. I'll find it. I think it might be in my actual box, but this is what we're going to try to figure out and see what's going to work with this foundation. The concealers, this is what I picked out. I picked out 3 different formulas and stuff like that and shades just to see what is going to work with this foundation, being that this is my first time trying it. I don't really know much about this foundation, so I got Maybelline, WYN Beauty, and then of course Revolution, because I feel like when you use all one brand stuff, it actually looks more flawless. I don't know what I was about to say, but yeah, it just looks more flawless when you use like one brand stuff sometimes. But here are the concealers that I picked out. Let's move on to the next drawer. All right, so for the primers, I am going to pick out 3 different kind of formulas of primers to see what's going to go with this foundation. Okay, so this is by Flower Beauty. This is the Skin Smoothie Power Matte Primer. I remember this primer being like a hydrating matte, like it's not a drying matte. So I'm going to pick out the Benefit Professional Matte Primer as well, because like I said, this one is not like a, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't remember the formula of it. If I could remember, I think I did not like that primer. I don't know. So I'm going to go with an actual matte primer that I like as well. So let's mix her in the mix of that too. Now I want to have like a grippy style of primer. I think it's best that I go in with Revolutions, because like why not? Like it's a grippy primer, and I remember I do really like this primer. As you guys can see, she almost gone. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the setting powder drawer. I'm just going to be grabbing a couple shades. So this is Juvia's Place Brown Sugar. This would be a good all over the face complexion powder. I'm going to grab About Face. This is in the shade Drape. It's like a nice beigey color. So I'm going to grab that. And then I wanted to grab a Revolution powder. I thought I had this one right here, like in the pink style, but I guess I never bought it, so we're going to use this one instead. This is from the Mean Girls collection. I believe this is still available to purchase. If not, if I'm not mistaken, this is why I wanted to buy the other one. I think it's the same shade and the same packaging as this, but in the shade Rose, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and grab this as well. And that's going to be it for the powders. Let's grab contours. Contours, I want to grab my Juvia's Place palette. And then I'm also going to grab my Milani one. And I think I'm also going to grab my Milani. And I'm also going to grab the Maybelline contour stick too. I just got to find her. And then for my setting spray, I picked up Milani Make It Last setting spray. Of course, Revolution, like it's obvious. Everything that I'm going to be using for this week, a lot of mixing and matching to see what's going to work with this foundation. I decided to grab 2 pressed powders as well, because I've been liking this method underneath my eyes to do a pressed powder and then a setting powder after. So I grabbed the Maybelline for when I want to do the About Face, and then I grabbed this one, which you guys can't see, but she's going to be a pink powder to go with the pink loose setting powder that I picked up for Revolution. All right, so everything is in here. So the whole purpose of this is trying to see what is going to work with this Revolution Skin Silk Foundation. This is a luminous serum foundation though. I'm trying it out for the first time. Going to work. I'm crazy. Okay, so I did pick up 2 shades. I have F15 and F18. And if I'm not mistaken, I opened one of these. Hold on. They both got to get returned anyway. But I think 118 was... This is what 118 looks like. She looks a little deep, but I can roll with that. I'd rather have a deeper foundation than a lighter foundation. And this is what Oh shoot, I think they're both gonna be able to work for me. Okay. Anywho, I think I'm gonna go in with shade 515. Let's see, I might have to mix it with the 518. Oh, okay, and then what primer I'm gonna pair her with today? I think I want to do a mixture of the Professional, being that it's luminous, it's gonna be glowy. I think I'm gonna mix this with the Revolution, something like that. I don't know, let's figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. But how is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Let me finish doing my skin prep because I did not do that. Y'all know I go in with my Anua toner, and then lately I've been going in with my vitamin C serum from Ulta Beauty collection. This is what it looks like. I'm almost out. I've been trying my best to use up my product because I didn't got to the point. It was fun and all dandy, you know, having like this big old makeup collection. Now lately I just been like over it. I mean, like, use your stuff. Use your freaking stuff, girl. Use it. I like to go in with a moisturizer. And I've been going in with the L'Oreal. This moisturizer right here, y'all. Oh, I don't think I would have ever picked this up if it wasn't sent to me in PR. So when I run out, no, this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me because I really like this moisturizer. It's not too hydrating onto the skin for someone who is oily, combo like me. And right away when you put her on, you could just feel the hydration just like hitting the skin. Like, it just feels so good. So I like to put this all over my body. And don't worry, for the actual eyeshadow, I do have a separate video on my eyeshadow look. Just know your girl was going through it. I was going through some struggles with this eyeshadow look. Like, this was not the planned makeup look that I sat down to do today. But you know how they be like, trust the process? The process was not trustable today. It was not. I'm over here looking for my lash glue because I like to let my skin prep products kind of sink into the skin before I go in and apply my stuff. So while I let everything marinate, I'm gonna pop on my lashes. These are in the, wait, did I tell you what style these are? These are in the style Egypt's extra large. So they're gonna be a little bit on the dramatic side, but it's definitely much needed because the eyes is doing so much. How these look? They look, oh my god, they look very dramatic. Oh my gosh. Yep. These are gonna be a little bit on the heavy side today too. Really contemplating. I'm like, do I really want to do these? I'm low-key trying to hide my eyeshadow, y'all. I just was not feeling her today. I was not. I was not in the mood to do no sparkles. I came on here and I was like, you know what? Let's go for a neutral look. And y'all know me, I'm always trying to get a neutral look out of every palette. And the palette that I used today was not really a neutral eyeshadow palette. There were some neutral shades in here, but every shade that I grabbed was different. It was different. So, okay, I think this is what I'm gonna be working with for the lashes sake. Yeah, I'm just trying to push my hair back so that way I will have some kind of leeway of not getting makeup on my hair. Okay, anywho, let's focus on some positivity. Let's get into this face. I'm trying to think, do I really want to, you know what, I'm gonna go in with the matte primer by itself because I feel like I'm just nervous. I'm nervous applying this hydrating primer with a luminous foundation right now. I'm just thinking out loud, like, do I really want to do that? I don't know, but I do really like this matte primer. I just don't know if she goes with everything because right now I feel like I'm putting on double lotion right now because of the L'Oreal moisturizer. That feels really sticky. I don't know why, because I didn't put on a sticky primer. Alrighty. Anywho, going in, what did I say, 515? Let's do 515. Let's pump 515. This is 515. I think it's a pretty dang on good shade. I think it might. Girl. Can y'all tell I've been out of the loop for a little bit? I've been out of the loop just a little bit, y'all. Just a tad bit. I'm trying to see how that look. I think it's my shade. See, one thing about my foundation shades, I feel like they always have red in it. Like my shade be shading, but the undertones be so off. I'm like, why do they think my shade is always warm? It's not. So this is what we're working with. I definitely feel like I can neutralize it just a little bit with my concealers and stuff. I think I can definitely work with this though. I noticed that it is a thinner foundation. So if you're if you're looking for a full coverage, I don't think she's gonna give you that. Okay, it did turn off red. Y'all seen it? It was red, but after I blended out, I think I did a good job on shade matching. So I don't think I'm gonna need the other one because this is my summer color. So I think I can, safe to say, I can return the other shade if it's not too late. Cause I can't tell y'all the last time I bought that foundation. I low-key think it's past the return date. So I might have to save it for someone in my family who's a little bit deeper. This hair is getting on my nerves. I don't know what it is with this unit. Stop it. You know, so far I don't really see luminous when it comes down to this foundation. I don't know if it's because I paired it with a matte primer, but y'all know that Maybelline foundation had me in a chokehold. I wore that foundation for 3 weeks straight. It's the most beautiful, luminous, kind of matte foundation. And I felt like this was going to give like the same kind of result because of the description of it, you know, being like a luminous type of glowy I think it said natural matte was the description of this foundation. So I kind of figured that they were kind of getting the same kind of vibes as the Maybelline. So I'll let y'all know if this is something similar in that nature when it comes to this foundation. Yes, this is what it looks like. This is cute. I do want to add a second coating on my cheeks because I do feel like I see a little bit of my blemishes. So let me do that. I just see just a tad bit. So let me blend this out because this is definitely a lightweight foundation. Let me know if y'all tried this foundation and what do you guys feel about it. I'm gonna come back Friday and give you guys a full-on review and tell you guys the ins and out about it and let you guys know what I prefer that's best paired with this foundation. So just be on the lookout. I think we're pretty close to the complexion, right? I think so. No complaints here. I was gonna try the Revolution concealer, but I'm gonna go in with products I'm familiar with because usually when it comes down to me trying too much new stuff, that I get a little bit overwhelmed. So let me use stuff that I know works good. So this WYN Beauty, I know it's gonna work good. So I am gonna apply that on. This is kind of like close to my soft neutral undertone shade. Y'all know I like my brightening colors too. So this is like my everyday neutral shade that's very close to my complexion. I know it don't look like it, but once I blend it out, then you guys will see. And I'm gonna contour with the Maybelline contour stick. Got my wig lifting up. Okay. Just gonna do this spray. And then to blend this out, I'm gonna go in with the Milani setting spray. I love that Maybelline contour stick. I think it's the best thing ever. Like, I really like this contour stick. I do want to try to find a shade that's close to my complexion, because this is not really considered a contour stick. I think it's like an all over purpose one, so you can use it as a blemish corrector. You can use it for a foundation, you can use it for contouring. Like, I've seen a lot of people use these in different ways, and I'm curious to see if I can find one for my complexion to use as a foundation, because it blends out so beautifully. I'm like, yeah, I need her. And that's one thing I do like about contour sticks, is that you can honestly use those for any and everything. You really can. So this is why I said this is close to my complexion, because once I blend it out, you can't really tell that it is a highlighter concealer. So it's like my natural undertone when it comes to brightening. Look at that. Then I'm gonna go in with the brightener concealer. This is Maybelline. This is the activewear one. I'm only gonna put that in the inner because I only want to have the brightening color right there. That's it, that's all. And then I'm gonna go in with Juvia's Place. This is Pink Passion, one of my favorite creamy pink blushes. So far, I don't have any complaints with the products that I picked out, especially going against this foundation. Like, I think I'm very satisfied with how everything is turning out. I do feel like I want a little bit more contour, especially on my forehead. Y'all know me, I like to have a really heavy contour when it comes to my cheeks. Oh, look at that. Y'all see that glow kicking in? Yes, it has the same resemblance as the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation. This definitely does. Okay, I'm happy. I don't know why I waited so long to try this foundation out, and it's been in my collection. All right, now let's go ahead and go in with these powders. All right, I'm gonna go in with some pressed powder for underneath the eyes. Let's go in with Maybelline. I'm gonna pop that underneath. Y'all, once I can't stop doing it no other way now. I used to always wonder why people always did pressed powder and then go in with the loose powder. It is a difference on the longevity. So if you're an older girl, I definitely recommend your face looks a lot more flawless and it will stay on all freaking day. So yes, and yes, if you have not tried this technique. Now sometimes, and depending on the products and stuff like that, sometimes I do feel like I'm like super cakey, so that's just something to keep in mind. For all over the face, I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place Brown Sugar. And I think this is definitely gonna lighten up my foundation just a little bit. But I love the airbrush look it gives. Look at that. Oh, y'all. Airbrush what? Airbrush who? I don't know. Alright, and then I'm going to add a little bit of under eye highlighter. One thing about these Juvia's loose powders, you better make sure you put these on the right track, because if you close them without making sure that it's level correctly, these things will be jammed. I can't tell you how many times I have tried to reopen one at work because guests will just come in there and just, oh, try it out, and then try to jam it back. No, because guess what? Then we can't open it, and then we'll have to throw it away. Then we'll have to make a whole new tester. Like, we're just wasting products. Take your time with things. Just take your time. Okay, I am gonna go in with the About face for underneath my eyes because I really want a super bright color. So I'm gonna take that in. I'm gonna kind of let this marinate and bake. Now I haven't tried this with a pressed powder underneath, so I don't know if it's going to actually give me my brightness that I like. We will see though. Because this powder is already super fine to where you don't need much of it. Well, I feel like you do need much of it because it takes a minute for it to kind of show up. But when it shows up, oh, she's gorgeous. So I'm not gonna let it bake right here. I'm just gonna add it to where I can actually see it. Okay. So I'm gonna let this kind of sit underneath my eyes for a minute because I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Being that I have this pressed powder underneath, I don't think it's gonna be the brightness that I want it to be. Like, I want it to be this kind of bright. I know I'm crazy when it comes to my makeup. I know. All right, so I'm gonna try my best to kind of melt this powder in. I'll let it sit on for a little bit to finish up my bottom lash line. And yeah, it gave me my brightness that I was looking for. Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't sleep on the brown face. Oh yeah, this looks really good. Okay, I'm here for it. Gotta go in with Juvia's Place for contouring. We're gonna do the nose. Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous for WYN Beauty. I've been telling y'all. Support my girl. I just looked the other night. WYN Beauty is 50% off the whole entire line on the Ulta website. I'm telling you, if y'all let this girl discontinue, we're gonna fight. Like, I really hope somebody pick her up. Like, I don't know. I just feel like she needs a chance. She deserves a solid chance. But this is it for the base. I'm just gonna spray my face. Let me do it right now since we're talking about it. I'm gonna go in with the Milani one more time. I'm like, yeah, I really like WYN Beauty. Like, we're not gonna let this girl discontinue. I've been telling y'all since day one. I knew the way that people were not really showing like publicity on this brand. Like, I knew something was up. I was like, why are we sleeping on her? What's the dealio? So I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that maybe they're just making it into an online thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna set it all the way with the, oh wait, hold up, I had to see Milani. Okay, gonna go in with the Revolution to really make sure this don't go nowhere today. Yeah, I haven't been at work for like a week, so when I go in today, I'm gonna really see if everything is true. But I really hope it's not, because I'm like, why are you 50% off? Like, we know how that goes. When a brand is 50% off the whole entire line, you already know what's happening next. That's how Beauty Bakery secretly was out. Like, they didn't say nothing for the longest, and then all of a sudden 50% off, 50% off, 75% off. I was like, okay, yeah, you're going somewhere. Opening another brand, another store bought her, or maybe she's just gonna focus and just sell it at her store, but I really don't want this to be a discontinued line because I really feel like there's a lot of good kind of hidden gems in here that people are just not talking about. Like, they're really not. But here's the face. This is the base routine. I'm gonna quickly do my blush and lip and pop on something, and then I'll come back to discuss everything that I put on. All right, so here is what we got going on for the finishing of the look. I did do my lip combo and my blush on this makeup tutorial you guys see on my eyes. I still don't know how I feel about this makeup look though. Like, you guys will hear more about it when I reveal the tutorial on these eyes. It just, I'm lost for words. This was not part of the plan, but I'm trying to feel for it, you know. But for the face, I think we're going to be really good for this week. I love how this foundation look. I love the primer that I paired it with, the concealers, the powders. I feel like everything pretty much went together. Like, I have no complaints whatsoever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Shop My Stash edition. I hope you guys enjoyed me shopping my stash and coming up with a whole nother base routine. I am going to continue mix and matching the products that I picked out for this week to see what really goes and don't go. And of course, y'all know I'll come back to give you guys the tea on what I really liked and didn't like. So if you guys have not yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new, click the button, and if you guys haven't already, go ahead and click the thumbs up button if you guys want to see more Shop My Stash videos. And let me know, just let me know overall how you guys feel about the face. Like, are we here for the base? I think so, right? Okay. I will see you guys in my next upload. So on that note, have a beautiful day, stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye guys.